Welcome back to a new video. This is the first workout of the second week, which started out pretty shaky. I was still sore from Saturday just from the training in general, but probably in particular the big deadlift I did, my mid-back was still sore from that day. I'm very glad that I didn't do any sort of difficult training on Sunday. I kind of used it to recover, and I definitely felt, I think, more recovered than I would have otherwise been if I would have tried to do a little bit more on Sunday other than what I had done. But like I said, it did start out shaky, as you see here. Got lazy. I don't want to say lazy. I was just overthinking that rep, thinking too many technical things at once. So it just made it a bit early on that one. Then the first working set here at 100 went okay, besides the miss on the second rep. But I stayed at 100 for the second set. Made two, went up to 105, made that for a double. Then finished at 110, and I was actually able to make that for a double. When I don't have straps on, I don't do the reps very quickly, but my skin is slowly building a tolerance to being able to do repetitions. So hopefully when I have sessions like this, if I have doubles from the floor, then I'm able to not utilize straps and just kind of do it in a normal fashion. It's definitely difficult, but it's a balancing act. Like tomorrow I have more snatch doubles, but even if I do them from the floor, I'm definitely going to use straps because I don't want to wear my hands out. Because one of the most annoying things that can happen as a weightlifter is when you just start to have hand pain, like from your actual skin just getting wore down. So it's a balancing act, but I want to be better at it because I know in the past when I've done the AI programming, I've just used straps a lot because it is a lot easier just to utilize straps for anything that's reps. And with the AI programming, it will give you a lot of reps. There's not a lot of sessions where it's just singles. Although thankfully this Friday I do have some singles that I'll be able to do in the snatch, so I'm looking forward to doing those. But here I was quite happy with this 110 double. The second rep was certainly difficult, but the first one I was quite happy with. And with the triple I did last week, now be it I did it with straps, so this is certainly, I think, better in my opinion, at least as far as just getting better at the lift. But it's definitely trending in the right direction, especially considering how I lifted on Saturday, being able to do that double there and to do it all with no straps. Now, I did have some struggles at the beginning, as you saw, but ended on a very good note. And really, the sets after 100, I'm definitely happy to hit that 105 again and to, of course, get up to that 110. I then had the adjustment to the session. Originally, these are supposed to be from the blocks, but I didn't want to go to the corner with the blocks or bring them up here. So I adjusted it to be one of the variations, which originally was just a hang clean. It takes off the jerk when you change the clean and jerk variation at times, but I just changed the complex in the app to make it hang clean plus jerk. This was my first working set with 120, and based on how I was feeling at this point, I just wanted to push up from here. Like the clean was feeling surprisingly pretty decent. I was trying to stay more vertical when I was kind of rebending or I don't know, going down slightly. And I felt like I was going down a lot further on my leg at first. And that's something when I was glancing at the clips as I went, I was just trying to go down a bit further just to try to utilize some more stretch reflex, anything to make the movement a little bit easier. But certainly hang cleans above the knee are very difficult, but decently happy with how these looking. I just feel like I can extend more, but I really feel like I was extending as much as I could, but I suppose it's something I can get better at. And this 140 is a little bit out in front, as you see there, but it felt good enough for me to go up to 145. I was really happy with this rep. I did miss the first hang clean with 150 that you'll see here in a second, but that was more so me just being a bit forward and not entirely confident with the weight. So when I came back, I was able to make it on the second one. Here, another shaky jerk, and this is the clean that crashed on the bottom, and I just wasn't able to save it. It was just too far out in front. But when I came back, I was very happy with that 150, which I don't know what my best hang clean and jerk from above the knee is, but it's got to be pretty close to that 150. I know below the knee I've done 150. I think I've cleaned 160 from below, but from above the knee, from the hang, it's definitely a movement that is difficult. But I don't know, suppose it's one that if I get better at, it'll probably help my lifting in general. But pretty happy with that jerk. It's the heaviest clean jerk I've done since starting the AI. It's only 2 weeks, but it's nice to be able to mess around with those numbers. I then had some back squat doubles. It was just 3 doubles. And you see here just me doing singles up to 200 to the first working set, where I did the first double at 200. Second set of the squats, double again at 200. And then the last one, I bumped it up 5 kilos to do 205. These, I wanted to be slightly more aggressive with it, but my mid back was very sore, and I didn't want to get caught in a compromised position and have to really use my back or strain something in it. So I don't want to say I necessarily kept these conservative, but part of me wanted to jump up to 210 on the last set, and the 205 is definitely the more conservative choice to do. But I was actually quite happy with how these moves moved with how fatigued I felt, and really just a productive session. Snatches, like I said, didn't start out on the best note, but I get lots of volume with them later in the week, so I have lots of time to practice with them. But just moving in the right direction. I feel like it's nice to be able to get this 205 squat, and the clean and jerk I was quite happy with. I don't know, I was pleasantly surprised with how heavy I went on the deadlift on Saturday, that the session went well. I was worried. I was talking with my roommate on the way to the gym that when I have this feeling like I felt like recovered and cognitively ready, but I was still sore. And it's sessions like this to where things can either be completely normal, like today, like I kind of did everything pretty decent, or it could just go haywire where everything just feels terrible once I start actually moving. But it's always a good sign when you have that kind of like internal motivation, you feel rested, and you don't feel like you're tired or like dreading to go and train. It was more of just like, I don't say apprehension, but you're just like, I want to snatch well, and then everything kind of leads after that. And I don't know, but that's it for this one. I don't want to ramble too much more because I do need to be getting some sleep and getting this video rendered and whatnot. And I don't want to do the commentary repeated a couple times. So that's usually what I do with these commentaries, is I just kind of reset it 3 or 4 times until I get a unedited stream that I like. And sometimes there's cuts, but 99% of the time it's just one continuous audio clip. But anywho, enough rambling. Talk to you in the next video. Have a great one. Peace.